Hey everybody there on YouTube, it's Brank, bringing you a video on Star Citizen and getting your CCU. What a CCU is a cross-chassis upgrade. The reason that you want to pick these up now during the yearly annual sale that they do is you can get almost all of the cross-chassis upgrades right now between ships. And there's a real big reason why you want to get these things now, because it's going to save you a lot of headache and trouble down the road if you're looking at certain ships. And even if you aren't looking at certain ships right now, it's never a bad idea to pick up these cross chassis upgrades. They're going to give you a lot of options. You're going to have a lot more options when you're actually looking at what ship you want to purchase. Even if you have no ships at all, get the cross chassis upgrades. They're free. At least the ones I'm going to show you here. We can look at some free ones. The reason is because it doesn't cost you anything. Even if you had just started with an account, if you've only pledged $5, you can get any of these cross chassis upgrades for free. And I would highly recommend getting all of the ones that you can. If you can get all of them, get them. Put them in your hangar and save them for later. Even if you never think you're going to get a $350 ship, get the cross chassis upgrades and then decide later. So what we're looking at here is you want to go to you can go to the store on their web page, and basically, like right now they're doing their day 8, which is going to be the tomorrow, or today actually is their final day, which is the grand finale. And what you want to look at is ships that you can normally purchase for free, or purchase all the time, and then get a cross chassis upgrade for free to something that's not going to be available. And the instance I'm using here is we're looking at a Redeemer. It's available for $250. It's always available for $250, and you can cross chassis upgrade that for free to a Banu Merchantman, which means if you ever put in $250, pledge wise into the game, you can get the Banu Merchantman, which is not available for purchase. Usually, I think it's only been available a couple times outside of their anniversary sale. So it's definitely something that you'd want to pick up. There's also smaller ships. You can look at getting ships like the Reliant, or the Renegade. Sorry, you could cross chassis from the Reliant to the Renegade. You can cross chassis from Mustang Alpha to a Aurora. So getting all those free cross chassis upgrades, what that does is it gives you a lot more options. It makes kind of the ship purchasing a little bit less confusing. I know it's a little bit confusing to think of these cross chassis upgrades, but what you want to kind of remember is they're free. If you're getting a $0 cross chassis upgrade, all that means is you can go to that ship from the ship that you have for nothing. But once you apply it, now this is the thing, do not apply these things. And we're looking at the wiki here, and basically what the wiki shows us is different ships that you can buy in certain price ranges that basically you're going to get those free cross chassis upgrades. In other words, the 315 and the Delta there, you're looking at the same price. So get the cross chassis upgrade from the Delta to the 315, and vice versa from the 315 to the Delta. Now you have your options. If you have a $65 price range, if your pledge level is at $65, you can go back and forth from the Reliant to the 315 and back and forth. So it's a $0 pledge. You're adding it to your cart here. You're checking out for $0. It's not going to cost you anything. That's the greatest thing about this. It gives you options. It doesn't cost you anything. Honestly, I don't know why they don't just put something like this in the game. Well, I guess it's still in alpha, so they're still working on stuff, but this makes you have a lot less headache in the long run. So if you're interested in any of these ships, and even if you're not interested, even if you think maybe down the road I might be interested in that ship, absolutely get the CCU now. It's going to save you a lot of headache in the long run. I'm going to post the links for the wiki here that I'm looking at the ships of the prices of the ships here. I'm going to post a link to join Star Citizen if you haven't joined. And like I said, if you join, you're going to be able to get these you can join for free, and you're going to be able to get these cross chassis upgrades for free. So it's a win-win situation. Even if you don't think you're going to play the game, even if you might have, I might play down the road, absolutely get these during this sale. It'll make your life a lot easier in the long run if you plan on playing this game. So that's my suggestion for the day. This weekend is the is the anniversary sale. This is the best time to do it. I'm getting this video out a little bit late. Hopefully some people are able to jump in on this and get their cross chassis upgrades for these ships. There's even ships like, if you look at the $350 price level, you have the Crucible, the Endeavor, the Carrack, the Hull D. All of those ships, I would highly recommend getting cross chassis between all of those back and forth, because if you ever get to the pledge level where you're at those, kind of higher end, larger ships, you want to have the option. I don't know if I want to do cargo hauling. I don't know if I want to do exploration or, whatever the different roles are going to end up being in the game. This gives you the option to switch back and forth. You can, say, well, I don't really enjoy this exploring in the Carrack. I want to try, cargo hauling. So you have your cross chassis available to get you the Hull D. There you go. So get these. There's no downside to it. Absolutely none at all. Doesn't cost you anything. Make sure you're getting the $0, cross chassis upgrades. And trust me, you will be much happier off. The only downside to it that I see is when your hangar gets filled up with these cross chassis upgrades, what you can do is put them into basically a buyback state. So what you do is you say exchange for store credit. Obviously it's $0 store credit that you're going to get, but what that does is it puts it into your buyback section, which kind of gets it out of your hangar. And you could always just use a buyback to get those $0 cross chassis upgrades back out of your buyback section and then apply them. So it kind of cleans up your hangar. It makes it a little bit more, manageable. Because I got to the point where I had about, 100 or 200 CCUs in my hangar, and it was just getting way too much. So I started putting those in my buyback area, and I've tried taking them out and applying them, and it still does work. So it does work that way, at least right now. So get on there if you guys are interested in that, and if that helps you out, please click the link below. And if you need to join Star Citizen, click the link below. That'll give you 5,000 credits to get started. It also gives me 5,000 credits to get started. And hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you guys take advantage of this. I would highly recommend it, and have a good one.